What if I told you that in the heart of Los Angeles, a single testimony shattered the myth of what America claims to be? Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, because the story you're about to hear is one they never want you to see. When Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett stepped off the plane in LA, she expected tough conversations, but nothing prepared her for the stories waiting behind those closed doors. The first voice she heard was trembling. A U.S. citizen, on her way to work, stopped, questioned, ignored, and taken into custody anyway. She pleaded, she explained, she begged them to check her documents. They didn't care. They cuffed her and took her. And that was only the beginning. Inside the detention centers, the conditions were beyond horrific. Filth. Overcrowding. No water. No medical care. Crockett had heard similar stories in Chicago, and even back home in Texas. But one case still haunts her. A 21-year-old young woman, diabetic, responsible, who always showed up to her appointments. She was snatched at one of them. Her family tried to give ICE her insulin. They refused. For 5 days, she went without her medication until she collapsed and had to be rushed to the hospital. Only to be dragged back into custody afterward. And then came the detail no one wants to say out loud. Because detainees were being denied water, some were forced to drink their own urine just to survive. This can't be America, someone whispered. But in Trump's America? Crockett said, this is exactly what he wants. One man commits a horrific crime, and suddenly every immigrant becomes the enemy. But Crockett didn't hesitate to call out the hypocrisy. If crime is the standard, she said, then we should start with white supremacists, because statistically, they commit far more acts of violence than immigrants ever have. And that wasn't even the darkest part. As the president talks about denaturalizing people, something he legally cannot do, Crockett says the real goal is fear. Fear so strong that parents stop sending their kids to school. Workers hide in their homes. Families disappear into the shadows. All while the president himself is married to immigrants. But if fear is the strategy, the children are its casualties. A new ProPublica report revealed that ICE sent 600 immigrant kids to federal shelters this year, a record high. Most weren't taken at the border. They were taken after routine court appointments, or because authorities showed up to arrest someone else. And once those kids enter the system, it takes nearly 6 months to get them back, quadruple the time under Biden. This is the pro-life party, Crockett said. Until life shows up at their front door. Under Trump's first term, it was children in cages. This time, she says, it's worse. Much worse. And as fear spreads, the dehumanization spreads with it. Trans people, immigrants, women, Black Americans, one group at a time. We've seen this before, she warned. It's where Nazi Germany started. But the story isn't over. The interview took a turn when she was asked a question she knew was coming. Was she running for Senate? The polls show her leading with Black and brown voters, the same coalition that delivered victories across the country on November 4th. And although the data says she can win, the logistics are massive. Texas is huge. Campaigns cost millions. And Crockett refuses to run unless she can build a full slate, a team strong enough to lift the entire ballot, not just her race. She's recruiting candidates. She's studying the map. She's calculating every detail. And then she finally admitted it. I'm closer to yes than to no. Because for her, this fight isn't just political. It's about humanity. It's about who gets to be seen in America, and who gets erased. And she knows one thing for certain. There are far more of us than there are of them.